All right, Makeitabud. Are you here? We can make a video, sir. Makeitabud. Rune exposing video. Yo, he is here. Oh, yo, you ready, bro? 808, baby. You ready? I'll call you too. We'll make a video. I'm excited. I've never actually fully looked through your account. All right. Hello.
All right. Yo.
All right, here we go. Let's check out the account. Let's check out your records first here. But actually, we're gonna make this a YouTube video. So hello everybody from the YouTube channel. We're gonna be making a video here today. Twitch. I know you enjoy saying hello to YouTube, so feel free to do so. I got Makeitabud here on the line, as well as we're gonna be taking a look at his account, and he's gonna be playing for $1 million. How you feeling?
Nice.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nice. I would love $1 million.
I would love $1 million. Hey, how about that Mega Millions 1.6 billion though, bro? Did you try to buy any tickets?
I was at lunch and just slipped him a 20, so we'll see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, look forward to it. If Makeitabud wins the Mega Millions, we shall be doing a 1000 LD Scroll Summon session coming up in the future. That should be no problem, right?
Oh, easy.
Easy, he says.
Time. So I'm gonna get roasted for this 2G star in our arena, but
so if you guys don't know, Makeitabud is a pretty well-known player in the community. SWC contestant, King of the Hill winner, and he's only G2 in arena.
Yeah, I haven't actually gone for it. One day when I still need to max out confession. I need to max out my Dark Tower. It's at level 8 right now, so I need the points. So that's why that's the case. And would have had a legend on the special arena one, but I had a certain Japanese dude on another server beat me out in the last 2 hours, 2 special leagues ago. So that was really sad.
Any more excuses? We love to hear the excuses, Colin.
I mean,
anything else?
Let's see, how many more excuses can I come up?
Let's see here. Giants 28. Oh, actually, I will share screens with you here so you can see what's going on. Actually, yeah, let's see here. Turn the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Perfect. Oh, let me hide that real quick. No, I'm just kidding. Giants, Dragons, Necro, very, very solid. Okay, G3 player, legend player. Can you tell me what's up with this 1 minute 17 second water stage 10, please?
Oh, I do that. So I have another confession to make. When I have nat 5s that are water, I tend to spend $30 to just awaken it.
Oh so my god. Pay to win till its finest.
No, bro. Time is money. I'm a dolphin, but I'm not a whale. But time is money. Time is money.
Has a 1 minute and 17 second haul of water. Okay, enough said. Moving on. Moving into the account here. Hey, how stoked are you for this next season's RTA rewards so you can make your Eludia with the transmog?
That is the one thing where I want all 3 skins, because I have the Light Phoenix, I have the Fire Phoenix, and actually, you know what? I only need 2, because I don't really give a shit about the other 2 Phoenix.
Wait, Teshar and Sigmaris?
Yeah,
maybe Teshar if you use it anywhere, but yeah, because you're gonna have 3 anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think needs skill ups though. I kind of regret feeding this Perna, this extra Perna I pulled to my Diana.
I would never feed Pernas, dude. I mean, I don't feed Nat 5s in general, but Perna I would never feed.
Well, I have 4. That was my 4th one, and I fed it to Diana as like a tribute to the Summoners War gods for giving me this Diana, and then since then I'm missing Devils, so that's my fault.
Fed his 4th Perna into Diana. You didn't even feed it for skill ups? What the? Alright, that probably triggered like everybody in chat.
It's tribute. You gotta pay, you gotta give thanks to the Summoners War gods.
Okay, whatever the strategy works for you, sir. Alright, guys, if you don't know, we will be exposing some of the runes here on Makeitabud's account. I know you guys seen him play, in King of the Hill and stuff like that, as well as SWC. You've probably heard about him. If you haven't, he's a very, very strong player. So we're going to be looking through his monster box, taking a look at some of the stats. First unit we have here is a Zarya, unit that was, seen in the finals of SWC. Alright, it's runed on Swift, so it makes it a little bit less impressive. But nonetheless, very tanky and very fast. Yeah, have you been using this?
No, I have not. So I threw on a bunch of runes to a lot of units just to try out for shits and giggles, and I haven't had an opportunity where this made sense to use. But this was like on leftover Swift runes, so I just kind of said, oh, I got these Swift runes left. Let's give it a go.
I mean, if you got leftover Swift runes like this, yeah, why not, right, chat? Okay, this is leftover Swift runes. Yep, gonna make note of that. Let's take a look at Samantha. Despair Will. You don't like Despair Nem? You like Despair Will?
Yeah, for RTA, it's got to be Will.
Oh, you use it for RTA. Okay, that's right. You're G2 in Arena. That's right. That's right. Makes
correct.
Sense.
And I don't even know if I would use the math for Arena. I don't even know what the meta is.
Me neither. I just plug anything, bro. Just focus on the offense.
Pretty much. But I don't use this monster either. I just kind of put
Miang?
whatever's... Miang I do use, so I got this off Faint Memory, and he used Miang a lot.
You got a lot of crit damage on here for low crit rate.
Yeah, so that's just kind of whatever combinations shook out after I burned about 6 or 7 Vio sets. This is kind of what I had left.
Oh, so this is an 8th Violent set, by the way. This is what it looks like. You know, if you guys out there.
Of like something like that. Yeah. But I was having trouble with Fire Bruisers, and so this solves a lot of that. If Pernas are out there,
more like Gado is out there. Yeah, it helps out a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So this kind of smooths that RNG over. So if I'm playing someone who has slightly lower rune quality, this gives me a lot of less volatility in the match.
She's actually very powerful, especially on a bruiser build like this.
Yeah, she's really good. If I was fighting a G3 player, I would never bring out the Miang because it's not a good enough of a monster to fight a top 10 player.
Wow, your Wusa's fast, but could be so much faster. You don't have over 20 and 21 and 4 and 6. Wow. Could be even way faster.
They are saved for other units.
That's what I figured. I was like, there's no way you don't have slot 4 and 6 that are faster than that. But
Wusa
I think
nowadays, it's not as good.
And I think Wusa around this speed is all you need. Usually in your pick and bans, this will pretty much ensure you're first almost all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. Like at some point you have to think, how much speed do I need? And how much more speed do I need? Is there a difference between say 310 or 320? And then what am I trying to outspeed if I add extra speed? What kind of tick level am I trying to hit?
All right. I mean, I think like in RTA, I mean, Okis are not going to outspeed Wusa straight up, especially if you're the same level. And if there's any position where they have some sort of speed leader, either you're going to be banning the Oki anyways, or you're going to be banning the speed leader. So you're pretty much getting first turn no matter what. So you don't really need to be faster than this.
Yep, unless you fight some freakish like Swift Gannies. That's about... You expect to get first turn with that.
Look at this thing. Oh my god. This is fast, bro. Okay, crit rate's a little low though. I prefer like 40%, but obviously that's like second or tertiary substats. But I do have some expectations for you, so.
Yeah, the function of this is to go in front of my Ganny Hathor unit.
Same for what I use it for.
Exactly. So anything over 270 something is good for me. If you want to get more precise on chilling, you could also think about what of your opponent's monsters you want to outspeed. You peg your chilling to be kind of like a mini boost at that speed you're trying to fight against.
Yeah, the only thing that you can improve here is just crit rate and a little bit more attack. Accuracy is good. I think a chilling around 35 to 40s, 35 to 50 is enough, especially with the triple hit. It kind of you know works itself out over time. And you know, most of the times when you use it with Ganny or whatever other units, you will have accuracy lead as well. So you're already pretty much set.
I typically use this with the speed lead, to be honest. It goes with pairs with my Seara, chilling, Ganny Hathor type stuff. But this just, I found that 35 is generally enough. The other build people could do is Bio, but it requires a very good Bio set, and I've spread that over like Jean's and other units, so I can't quite afford.
I see. Oh my gosh, this is a pretty squishy Bastet. You don't use this in RTA at all then? This is just for
I do use this in RTA.
You use this in RTA?
Yeah, no one focuses this thing, dude. If I was So let me ask you this. If I had a Bastet and an Eludia on the field, you'd be killing the Eludia first and not the Bastet.
Actually, yeah, I wouldn't hit the Bastet. The only thing I would be ever considering, if anything, is potentially to reset it so it doesn't have skill 2 or it doesn't have skill 3 again. But I would never think of to kill it first. You're right. So in essence, this is correct. That's true.
Yeah, and later on, like the damage kind of adds up, especially when you get to like 1v1.
The only thing you would be looking for here is maybe a little bit more crit rate. You know what I mean? So it brings a little bit more viability towards that mid-battle RTA.
Yeah, sure, that would be great. It just depends on what shakes out and what I have left.
All right, here's a meta unit, Mulong.
Yeah.
Oof. It's pretty slow, man.
Yeah, I know. It's not a jungle dog.
Yeah, I know. He says, yeah, I know.
Jungle Dog Molong, but
Violent Will. I mean, yeah, Jungle Dog has a very good Molong, but this is freaking insane, bro.
It's a bit on the squishy side.
You know, honestly, a little bit more defense for your, you know, level RTA would be nice. But honestly, it's a really solid Molong. Like the speed that you have it at is at a very good speed where you can do whatever you want. And if you pick and ban correctly, you should never have an issue. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes when people have Molongs that are a little bit slower and you're in the pick and bans, you still might get problems coming into the battle. But at this speed, you usually should be okay.
Yeah, generally I expect this to do pretty fight for turn one pretty well. And if not, it's got will runes to kind of back it up. But this is on my fastest bio will set. And I generally don't, I used to run a Swift Molong, but I had to turn mine bio because everyone's got better runes now, so I need the violent proc occasionally. And the reason why Bio Molong's tough is because it's the bottleneck for your Gannies and your Hathors. Because when you add speed lead, the speed differential between this and the Ganny is 17 speed.
Right.
So the tuning becomes really tough.
Everybody's excited about this 31 speed rune, but yo, this rune is actually sexier in my opinion.
Really?
Because think about it. The 31 speed, right? You hit quad speed, right? But this one hit one of your max rolls into accuracy, and your efficiency is so high at it, as well as I value slot 6 because it's the rarest slot to obtain. Yeah. So the only thing it has is it's more speed, and the only thing it has is it's violent. But this is a slot 6 compared to a slot 1, man. This is nice.
I guess I have a good number of slot 6s, but in terms of just pure fast bio runes, the slot 1 there is my fastest one. It's my first quad roll.
Jesus, I still have yet to get mine.
You will get yours soon, man.
For violent, at least.
Yeah, this is a garbage Barad. But
yeah, you don't have defense, but I feel this Varad, if needed to be picked for this situation, would do the job. But yeah, I don't think you ever use Varad that often. I don't. It's not one of your common picks, is it? I don't really think so.
It's not common, but I did whip it into a G3 game yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it's I use it because a lot of people use fire units, and this is. I actually could make this slower, and it might shake off will unless
brother, is this a resistance gem enchanted into a blue rune, brother?
Yeah, I mean, no one uses.
It's a blue rune, brother.
This is blue, and it's very blue. No one uses resist gems, though, man.
It's a nice blue rune, though, nonetheless. But
but one thing to note is I do put more resistance on this Varad. I believe Varads are only there for skill 2s and 3s. You don't really care about the stats as much. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's about minimum survivability and as much resist and accuracy as possible.
I do notice that you use your accuracy slot 6s very well. Yeah, a lot of people, frown upon them, but I mean, if they have good enough stats on it, it can actually serve a very good purpose. It can be very strong. It's the second unit or third unit on accuracy slot 6.
Anything that needs a control, I think, should have an accuracy slot 6. Especially because you need them at high speed.
Oh, you are a Swift Amelia person, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Exposed, baby. Yeah, speed, HP, Swift Will Amelia. Monk ass. Look at that. Yes. And what's the purpose of this? I mean, there's a lot of contradicting arguments about Swift and being really fast, and people are just normal Amelias who go slow, like, after units.
Yeah, so this is my Ganny, Hathor, Oki defense. Basically think about when you use Amelia, right?
Okay.
All it does is it sits its ass in human form the entire game. It doesn't do anything else, right? If you need to shift out to pray for a bio, to shift back in to cleanse, you're probably going to lose anyways. And if you were to shift in ahead of the Ganny and Hathor or Ethna or whatever it is, and just get that immunity up, you're probably just going to win the whole game right off the bat. So this is my Ganny Hathor defense.
Interesting. So you shift into it to have immunity for your team because your other units are not run on will?
Not necessarily. It's still the fact that a lot of times Ganny and Hathors tend to sit around the 270, 260 range.
If you have will on your units already, then what's the purpose of this unit? You would only bring this
Not
in.
all of them have will.
Okay. So it's when you bring units that don't have will, and you need to go first.
The other thing you want to think about is throughout the match, if my Amelia goes in front of the Ganny Hathor first, it stays in front of the Ganny Hathor.
Not just first turn. You're right.
Right. So it really makes it awkward for them if they want to use their skills in.
So basically, the thought process is you don't need to have violent on Amelia like you suggested. You just need it to move quickly and to move first.
Unless you got an Artemail, I don't see a reason that you need the defense buff more often. No, just keep it on Swift, and in my opinion, this is the correct way to build Amelia.
All right, so if you guys noticed his Amelia on Violent, then you will know that Makeitabud has gotten an Artemail. Just saying, heads up.
That's true. If I get an Artemail, I will have it on my own.
All right, Josephine here. I actually want one of these. It's such a good unit to have in your monster pool for picks. Let's take a look here. Violent Guard, Speed, Defense, Accuracy. Lots of Accuracy slot 6 is being used.
Yeah, so this Josephine's actually very squishy, and literally literal last unit I ruined. I just kind of threw it in. I need to learn how to use her effectively, but I haven't had the balls to pick her up.
I mean, she's great against wind units too, right? Because she doesn't, what is it? Let's see. Doesn't glance, skill 1, which is nice.
Yeah, but like if you're fighting a Gani Hathor and an Oki, I don't think this thing has enough turn generation to be able to outpace the amount of CC coming at you. So Josephine is a little tricky to use.
Her cooldowns are so short though for this passive, bro. 3 turn cooldowns, pretty nuts. She provides a lot of shield in the early game, which is really
especially
nice.
if you proc too, right? It makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, huge. But
huge.
I'm never scared of the Josephine when I fight it, so I don't bring it in because I figure it's non-threatening on the battlefield.
I think a lot of times people make Josephines and they make it so tanky, they don't bring enough accuracy. So it's nice to see a high accuracy Josephine here. She needs that accuracy or else she's pretty much useless as a pick. So that's just my opinion though.
No, that is correct. No accuracy, it just kind of sits there and pokes.
Yeah, nothing, does nothing.
That's all it does, right? It just sits there and pokes and occasionally gives you a shield.
Right, so basically the accuracy makes it so you maximize the actual usage of Josephine.
Yep, and I got this from seeing Jubagel's video on Dogman. Where
Dogman's one was high accuracy?
High accuracy, so I knew at that point that it's got to be high.
Interesting. Well, now people are going to see a video on you and they might do the same as well.
Yeah, except it. Yeah, this thing's got garbage HP.
Speed, crit damage, HP. God dang, everything if you guys notice is max gemmed, max grinded out, slot 135 maxed. Yeah, maximum stats. Obviously, only thing better is more crit rate. I mean, this is a very, very solid Tesarian. It will do the job. You even got attack in there as well, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, for me, whenever I use swap, it's all about efficiency, and then you hit your minimum speeds, minimum HP and stuff, and then whatever shakes out.
Yeah, relax token. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. No transmog though? Why not?
Oh, okay. So let me explain the whole thing why my Molong doesn't have transmogs.
Okay.
I think you may know, but I'm in a siege farming guild with Josh, right? And when people see this transmog tricked out Molong, Feng Yan, Perna with wings all over the place, no one hits that defense. But when you take everything off, you still like it right now. I was sitting at 40% contribution a couple hours ago until people started attacking.
So no wings, no transmogs. People hit
no wings. And in RTA, it probably makes it. I don't know. I usually think the thing that's tricked out more is better runes. So like, I don't want any kind of mind games going on. I'd rather just be clean for now. If I do have a tournament, I'll probably put all the wings back.
So it's a psychological thing you feel.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I agree. I mean, even if it's 0.1%, it's got to be at least 0.1% of a reason, right? Yo.
Yeah.
Can we get some Makeitabud Smart in chat? Let's go.
The only thing that more I could do is change my name and picture to like Psy or something.
There you go. All right, but I mean, Sekhmet here, ruined really fast on Swift to go first for the reset. Some people go Violent. You choose to go Swift here, right? Obviously, kind of use it similar to how an Oki is, except can be more detrimental if you miss skill 3. Do you ever end up picking it?
Yeah, I pick it a lot because it gives a defense break, and lately I've been using a little bit more damage.
I see.
I don't like the Violent builds because I think the point of a Sekhmet is to dictate when you start the turn who you want to control and how.
All right, so I think you won't be fast enough on Violent is pretty much what you're saying.
Unless you're investing a lot, and then at that point I think you should revisit the priorities.
Oh yeah, I don't think Sekhmet's up there in priorities. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
All right, here's the Perna, baby. Yeah. Oh, it looks like you lowered the HP of your Perna, or has it always been like that? I feel like you have.
No, I did lower it. How'd you know?
Because I think most people or most in-game players usually have high HP Pernas. I don't like high HP Pernas. I lowered mine, and I just bumped mine up again recently. But I think I'm probably gonna change it in the future to be lower because the main purpose of Perna, in my opinion, be speed tuned to the team and to do damage. Yeah, of course I think plus 8,000 or more is minimum, you know. But I don't think you need a crazy amount of HP. People always put like plus 15,000 and something like that, when you know rune efficiency can be better spent elsewhere into like more crit damage, more speed, even more attack.
Pretty much, and also the fact that my old Perna was on Revenge, and Revenge is really bad. I mean, it's okay, but Will's a must. And I finally got my new slot 6 Vio rune, which enabled me to put these Will runes on this Perna.
Ooh, this is very nice, bro.
It's not bad. I was actually going to try to improve my Seara slot 6 and just got that one, so I just figured I'd see what shook out and how to swap. But I was trying to aim for the ultimate God Seara with reacting slot 6 attacks.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this Perna's nice. I do like high crit damage Pernas. They, I feel like they bring a lot to the game, especially with skill 2 doing damage based on HP. You can hit like a truck against those tanks.
Yep, exactly.
All right, here it is. This is the God Racuni. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple units that he's known for. This is one of 2. Maybe there's a couple more, but one of 2 that I can think of. This one and his Seara. This is the Racuni, boys and girls. Yeah, the 170 speed Racuni with over 30,000 HP. Yeah, over 1,300 defense, 70% resistance. So you know, any lead is gonna be 100 on Violent Nem. Absolutely insane. Yeah, this is actually insane. Look at this.
So 270 is a special number because it's exactly at 5 tick without leads. That's why I think if you're gonna put a Racuni somewhere, it's got to be at 270 or with a lead at 270.
We should do a video in the future on speed ticks. I don't fully understand it as well. I mean, I know a little bit about it. I don't fully understand it, but we should do a video in the future about that. Yes, I mean, a lot of people have been asking about it, so it might bring some light and knowledge to some of those players, you know, in mid-game RTA that want to, you know, learn a little bit more about that.
Yeah, that's how I tune my team. Like, my whole team's based on that. Like, my Vanessa's based on ticks. My Perna's based on ticks. Those
only Pikachu can outspeed that? Only Pikachu can outspeed if it knows quick attack, unfortunately, Panacea. Just make sure you know that. Yeah. Alright, Gato. Everybody's gotta have a Gato now. Yeah.
Yep. Mine's pretty bad. It's no Michael Garo, but
mine's pretty bad. Yeah, look how good it is.
But Garos generally want a bit more speed than this, but I need to farm more Vein.
Right, what kind of speed are you looking at? You're looking at the next tick mark, like the 223, something like that, right?
I'm gonna assume you
actually, aren't you already 223 with Tower? You are.
Yeah, but the tick mark is like 286 after Tower, after lead, so I need probably around 240 something, yeah.
230 something. Yeah. But that's assuming you have lead, right? Like the Vanessa lead or something like that.
Or Garo lead, yeah.
or Garo. Oh yeah, or Garo lead. You're right.
Either way.
Tick video, nice.
Yeah, so I would tune it. I would tune that around that. I just don't have the luxury with my box to do it.
I see. Oh, you guys want that tick video? Okay, we'll do a video soon. Yeah, let's plan to do the speed tick video and talk about it on stream next week when I come back from TwitchCon. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, or whenever Makeitabud has some time again, because he is pretty busy as well. So we're lucky he's got some free time here today.
Yeah, I'm working remote this week, so we good. I can also share with you the Excel sheet I use for it.
Oh, that's sick.
If that is of interest.
Antares, all right, a unit that's actually really bad on paper, and
it is
really bad to technically use. But you know, if you ever feel like YOLOing, it can also be very rewarding. So it looks like yours is Rune here to pick for fun. I would say.
Pretty much, unless they're going double, like double ponies on me. But think about it this way, right? If you're bruisery Despair runes, this is probably the only unit that uses that set. You can actually make a very good Antares, typically, if you're not sharing runes.
So, some of the, I mean, other units you might share the runes with is maybe Ethna, but that's about it, yeah?
Well, if I had an Ethna, sir.
Oh, yeah! Well, yeah, I forgot you don't have an Ethna, that's right. I mean, it's not the biggest deal that you don't have it, but yeah, I guess that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, but they're also different sets, too, because Ethna's Swift, right? Very, very speedy Despair, and this is very attacky.
Fast, right? Like, this is more bruiser, medium speed kind of Despair set. You're right.
Yeah, the Ethna would split off from my Amduat and my Iris.
Oh yeah, you have a really good Iris. That's right. We'll get into that a little bit then.
It's not bad.
Oof. This is a very nice Vanessa. Is this a speed, crit damage, HP Vanessa?
That is correct, but
with a decent amount of attack subs.
Yeah. I've been using Vanessa a lot more lately. You know I'm known for the Seara, but I like Vanessa more and more now, especially with the Ludia.
Yeah, you've been losing a Ludia for fun. How's that been?
Yeah, I know. Pretty good. I mean, I fought some G3s last night, and it did pretty well. I mean, people don't... The tough thing with the Ludia is everyone expects it to be like a huge damage dealer, like around the 220, 230 speed range. And mine's actually really fast for an Ludia.
We'll definitely check that out when we get to the light section of the box.
Off guard.
I noticed you have accuracy too. A lot of people who focus Vanessa and Rune up either go tanky or bruiser, and they forget about accuracy. Accuracy is pretty important on Vanessa. It's one of her key things that she does. I mean, the speed lead, the revive, and the defense break are 3 of the most important things that she does. So,
yeah, if you miss that defense break, your Vanessa kind of sits there with its thumb up its ass.
We've seen it so many times.
2 turns later, or 3 turns later, you know.
Yeah.
Proc. So that's why I need some accuracy.
Plus 204 Oki, baby. Damn.
So the Oki is the turn 1, it fights for turn 1, and the reason why I like it at this speed or faster is that when you're using an Oki, it's not just you're trying to outspeed singular units, but you want to think, hey, I want to outspeed XYZ unit with a speed lead. So a lot of times if I'm fighting a G1 or G2, and they bring in their Gania Hathor, this can oftentimes outspeed that. So that's the reason why I invest a lot into it.
You're not only just fast, you got that 100 accuracy, which is pretty important in Oki, and it's tanky. Most people, when they see a really fast Oki, they assume that potentially it's going to be a little bit squishier. This is not squishy by no means.
Nah, it's pretty tanky.
It's pretty tanky for an accuracy slot 6. That's insane.
But you gotta put the Swift runes on something, so...
Yeah, these are really nice.
That's where they went. That's where they went. It's actually my technically most efficient unit. It's my second one.
Really? Where does Racuni fall on that line?
Racuni is actually pretty low. Really low.
It just has stats that work together, and
exactly. Racuni's like maybe like 40th or 30th.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, even though a rune set can give higher efficiency, it doesn't give the stats that would work the best for a particular unit, which is what some people don't think about.
Yep, like a Racuni, I don't give a shit about attack. I just kind of go.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, even if your Racuni wasn't as efficient or didn't have as much, you know, HP or defense and stuff like that, it's enough to do the purpose or the job. You know what I mean? Usually, when you're picking it in, 30k HP, 1,000 defense, you know, even like 220, 240 speed will usually do the job of its purpose. You know?
Yep.
So
exactly,
it's one of those units. You just have an exceptional one for those niche moments.
It's also tuned at such a speed where it allows me options when my faster units go to kind of boost anything.
Right. Alright, this is a really nice Helena. Oh, it's on Will. Speed, crit damage, HP with 30,000 HP. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah,
crit rate.
Yeah, I think Helena needs to be on Will too. Usually, you've noticed a lot of my bruisers don't have Will. This one needs to be on Will.
You got him, especially if you're going to run it this slow. Oh my god, 201. That's slow. Chat.
Pretty slow, man, and it's actually kind of squishy. G3s pick this apart.
Nah, I think it's tanky enough. It's tanky enough. If it's dying, then I feel like you're pick and ban. You know, you let your opponent set up to kind of nuke you. You know what I mean?
It could be true. It could be true. Maybe like you're going for too thin of a window to win.
Right. Just sometimes people don't think about it, but Helena's kind of nice. Sometimes people think that he can get sniped by Molong, but with that passive, it's pretty good. It's not as easy to kind of like get rid of her, you know, right off the bat.
Oh yeah, Molongs aren't killing that.
Yeah, because 50% reduced water damage, it's not going to work. But yeah, accuracy's low, so I guess if anything you're trying to get, I guess maybe a little bit more accuracy, so... I don't know if you have any gem room in here. No, you don't have any gemming room in here at all for accuracy.
I don't use things on swap unless they're fully gemmed and grinded. Or they don't pop up. It's gemmed and grinded.
Oh wow.
Right. Yeah, just because like usually I sort by efficiency and then eyeball the best picks. Yeah, so
wow, okay, so this is a speed HP defense no, this is a speed crit rate defense, Juno.
Speed, yeah.
So smart. I guess I'm not smart to chat. Very nice. A lot of defense on this Juno, actually. A lot of people aim for actually speed, crit rate, HP, because, you know, the passive now scales on your HP. So defense effectively keeps her alive more, but doesn't let you heal as much. But the heal is not the most important factor of when you're bringing in that Juno, right?
Nah, you just want to turn cycle and disrupt your team.
Yep.
This eventually acts as a late game soloer.
Oh yeah, late game, Juno can solo like multiple units by herself.
Yeah, and
she actually hits pretty hard.
Pegged where it's a 3-tick Juno. Once because that skill 1 is going to crit 100% of the time, so it's a 3-tick Juno.
Ah, I see.
Number is 247.
So that's a lot of turns you get with this Juno then.
Pretty much.
So 248, is that where you need to be, or what's the lowest you can be?
247 if you have 100% crit rate, because then you only have 55% of an attack bar to fill.
Okay, good to know. I'll make mine a little bit faster. I do like using her. I've been using her a lot more. Yeah, and I got accustomed to using her a little bit more. I guess maybe before I kind of got Oki and stuff.
Oki is a hell lot more fun to use than a Juno for sure.
Yeah. Well, especially against, you know, Oki and stuff, and being able to deal, you know, go against him. I like her as well when the opponents pick a lot of like immunity, you know what I mean, like Wusa and stuff, and they also have like Garo and stuff like that in there. It's just a nice juicy pick.
I find that Garos kill Juno.
Really?
Just because it does, yeah, dude. Garos do so much damage and just crush that. Like Juno doesn't provide enough control.
I feel like by the time that the late game comes into play, you know, and you've picked and banned and you've played it properly, and you get in that position, I feel like, you know, he doesn't really focus Juno right off the bat.
Definitely doesn't, but at the same time, I don't focus the Garo off the bat usually, because there's other units that help keep it alive and all that, and CC my team. So push comes to shove later on down the game, Garo hurts, man. So I need some way to deal with that more than a Juno. Juno's more for the Gani, Hathor, Okis. That type Rikas, dude. This thing, I need to bring it more against Rikas because I hate Rikas, and this thing's amazing against.
That's actually true. She does really well against some of the units because they're wind, and it's really nice in the current meta. Yeah. It's nice. Do you remember when she was so rubbish, and all of a sudden now she's actually so much more viable? That's crazy.
Pretty fringe viable, but yeah, I mean, it used to be garbage.
Yeah, actual storage queen. Like you can't even really take her out for anything, really.
Yep. Now it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You will see more of it, guaranteed.
Ophelia. Okay, I've seen some high-level RTA players actually make her work. In my opinion, first is I think she's a very niche unit. If used properly, can be good. But I mean, if you have other team comps and units to choose, I really don't feel like you really need to use her. Do you use her? And what's your thoughts?
I built her to test her. I haven't found where I would want to use it yet. It's not fully skilled yet either, but at this point, it's also too low of a speed to go without will, I think. I need to either put will on it or speed it up. And I don't have fast enough runes to do Swift Revenge faster, so... And it's also odd. Conceptually, it's a really weird monster. So I just need to watch more of Legacy and how he uses it and see if does it even make sense for me. Because I have a lot of shit to use here, and I don't know if Ophelia even matters. But.
Yeah, I saw Fate Mem using it a little bit in the last week. He's been using it okay, but I think he's just having fun with it. I don't know his final thoughts on how like strong it is. You know what I mean? Like first round picks in like a serious match.
Yeah, I mean it's right now. It's a time where everyone's experimenting, right? I'm throwing Eludia in. I'm throwing Bastet in. Come about a month and a half from now, it's going to go back to being more standard, and people are going to be playing a little bit more serious. But I may keep Eludia around a month from now.
Well, maybe if you want to test her out more, maybe you just go broken and just get like another 15 speed here on your slot 3. Yeah, that's it.
I could,
because the revenge is not going to give you at the end of the day not going to give you the full analysis on testing, but 15 more speed here will.
No, you're right. Yeah. I need to scrape 15 speed somehow.
any slot 3. Doesn't have to be Swift. Any slot 3 broken.
No, right? I think I have a 28 speed slot 3 sitting on some sort of farming unit.
Oh, it hurts. Farming units.
It hurts when I see that.
All right.
It hurts when I see that.
Oh, nice. This is a very nice Ethna.
Oh yeah, I wish I. So the red Ethna's good unit, right?
Oh wait, Rocky. Sorry, that was actually I didn't mean to troll you, but that actually was a pretty funny troll. Okay, I just trolled him. He doesn't have an Ethna. Oops, this is a Rocky.
I would love an Ethna. But this one needs skill ups, man.
Yeah. I actually tried ruining my Rocky a little bit better on. Oh, never mind. I don't like this Rocky. I like it on Despair, dude. At least it gives you functionality on turn 1, turn 3.
So I thought about that. I don't have the Despair stats.
From your Lich! Take it off your damn Lich! Now you figured it out, bro. I got you. Take it from your Lich. You're gonna use this way more. I've been using her. She's pretty good. Pretty good. Despair well.
Yeah, I need to test to see how much damage that skill 3 is gonna do with or without Rage. And that's really what's gonna change the decision point here. I know Tigers runs his on Rage will.
Yeah.
And that's what made me think, hey, because Rocky's gonna use your best Rage set. Right, no other unit's gonna use Rage if you put this on Rage.
Most people would actually put it into Illusion, but I guess endgame players, there's no really PvP monsters they're really gonna put on Rage.
Yeah, so whenever you can put your best set on the one unit, generally it's a really, really buff unit.
Right.
So well, that's also...
The issue is you either got to protect this unit, like with like Triana or Vanessa, or you got to look in to go turn 1, because this is kind of squishy, man. Yeah, mine actually, I ruined for to survive with defense. Like mine has like plus 600 defense, but like 300 less attack.
Yeah, I mean, again, haven't tested this, but I don't know. I think it's okay, especially if you mix it with enough control. Like presumably you have control units and.
Yeah, let me know. I'm curious how much damage you do with this, because you want to do at least like 25 to 30k. You know what I mean, total.
Yeah.
So you can try to get rid of a Perna ASAP.
We will see. When points are on the line, it's very, very scary to sin.
Yeah, that's true. Meiho Wang.
Yeah, I've just finished deviling it, so I haven't really been able to work it into my comp yet. But
you got it on Revenge. Nice. I can't get mine on Revenge, dude. I have to figure out a way. Don't think I'd have the Revenge runes.
Yeah, it's either like you can give up the Revenge runes and put it on some sort of Endure or something and just let it be a lot beefier, but I like Revenge. It tends to kind of like they either focus your Meiho Wang only or leave it completely alone. So Revenge is not necessarily, you don't need it 100% of the time, to be honest. Vamp is also viable on this too. It'll take your best Vamp set, right?
I don't like Vamp on it. I like the additional turns. The reduced cooldown on this gives you so much more survivability, especially when this starts becoming a main target.
It's true. It just depends on how much better your Vamp set is.
Right.
Your Vamp set is going to be your best Vamp set versus your 6th bio set.
Right.
Like this thing's probably on my mix of my 5th or 6th bio sets. Versus Vamp, it would take the top one.
5th or 6th bio set here, boys and girls. This is what it looks like.
I mix them up, man. You've already seen some of them.
Yo, Crenshin, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Appreciate the 2 months of resub. Can you get me the Feng Yan? What do you mean? You want to see his Feng Yan? Or summon you a Feng Yan? We shall see. Yeah.
I'll give him my spare one. I don't care very much about spare
Feng Yan. Alright, this is a very nice Feng Yan, sir.
Yeah, Feng Yan's not really meta anymore, but again, who are you going to put those defense runes on? So I guess you throw it on one monster and this would be it.
Hello? Where's the speed grind?
Oh, did I forget a speed grind?
Well, good thing we did this for you today, sir.
I forgot a speed grind.
Wow, this is plus 140 Feng Yan, bro.
Alright, good thing.
Wait, maybe you forgot it because this is like a purple rune. So it's not priority for you. But you probably have speed grinds, right?
I have 2 orange ones, but I'm not dumping an orange.
No, you're not dumping an orange one in here.
Unless I was Josh and it's on someone else's account, you know what I mean?
Wow, so you didn't care. Oh, nice, very nice. Oh, this is nice. You grinded in the flat HP. Nice.
Yeah, gotta do that on the thing. Yeah.
I feel like people don't really need to use. I mean, if you're mid game RTA, yeah, you might be using Feng Yan a lot, but end game RTA, man, you don't really see it picked that often anymore. It just doesn't do enough. I feel
it kind of just sits there against a control meta. It doesn't do enough damage, and B, it gets controlled a lot. It's tough to use.
There's other forms of defense break that are good.
Yeah. Well, I'll bring it in if they have a lot of Josephine. I'll bring this in a lot of times.
Oh.
If I have Amelia,
Josephine
does really well.
Okay, that makes sense.
This thing eats those alive, unless your tigers and it procs 3 times on me. then I was so bitter about that.
All right, Ganny here. Pretty takey Ganny.
I gotta take the animations off of it.
Oh yeah, they're never gonna attack you like that.
I know.
Actually, no will, but kind of slow. Why?
Yeah. So 269 is the minimum for 5 tick, as you see there, without a lead.
Right.
But the reason why is if I add a speed lead on, I need this to fall under Molong. Molong is my bottleneck. Remember I said earlier, Molong is my bottleneck.
Right.
If this is 1 speed higher, it goes in front of Molong, and I can't have that.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd make this a hell lot faster. But my Molong is too slow.
But no will.
To speed it up. Yeah, it doesn't need will because what are you afraid of getting controlled by? Okies?
Okies, yeah.
Oki's about the only thing. Oki. Hathor is not going to outspeed a Gani, so it's Oki or Ethna, maybe. So I don't need the will runes on it. I'd rather take the extra accuracy so it can consistently strip more, be tankier, things like that. And
I guess you're not worried about too much. Even like a Vanessa Perno combo is not going to be faster than this, even if you don't have speed lead. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's not like I have all the runes in the world to make all these will units and all that.
Here you go, boys and girls. This is the highest efficiency unit on your account, correct?
That is correct.
And all the stats work out. This is what he's known for, boys and girls. This lady right here is one of the best, if not maybe the best Seara out there. Searas out there. These stats are ridiculous. Yeah, you have to appreciate the amount of HP, the ridiculous amount of attack. Yeah, the defense that's in there. Keep that in mind, the defense. That's something people don't always think about for Seara. Defense, speed being solid, the crit rate in there as well, to cycle the turns with skill 1, along with the accuracy being at least 60%. 63% accuracy, I actually prefer Seara's as well, around the 60 to 70% range. Higher than that really doesn't feel a lot more different. Like, I'd rather have more HP, attack, defense, and speed than more accuracy on Seara. Spirit Moon Seara is better? Can you confirm? Somebody just said that in chat. I don't think so, man. The amount of what's the efficiency of the Seara? What's the percent?
We'll have to see. But I mean, I took the Seara from. I think I told you, right? When I saw Sai fight Tomato last year, Tomatoes did a lot of damage with bombs. So I figured Seara's very scary when it's on attack.
Hot Dynasty thinks that his Spirit Moon's Seara is better because it's 151 speed. That doesn't matter, man. Look at the stats. This outshines that by far, dude. Yeah, the speed is I mean, I guess the speed is going to be a factor that's more pertinent to your team. But I think this is really nice.
Speed's important for turn 1. So if you have good speed, it means you... So the speed that you peg a Seara at, it depends on what monsters you're trying to outspeed because you want to drop the bomb on it, right? With the speed lead, right, if it's at 250, it'll become a 270 Seara. But don't forget, your skill 1 gives you a lot of extra cycles attack bar. So then you kind of... I use math to kind of look at what speed do I need to peg this at to give it the best ticks. So this is the minimum. If I had a little bit more rate, I'd be really happy, but I need to make the slot 6 better to
85 crit rate. Nah, that's so hard to get. You're already like maximized out, dude.
That's hard. I just can't I think slots 1 to 5 are completely done, and I think slot 6 is the only one that I have room to improve on.
Bro, there's 3 crit rate right here, dude. You're slacking, bro.
I know, man. And I just regemmed slot 2. I got the Tartarus gem and the grind. So this week I got the legendary gem, and I just put 20. It rolled 13 and then rolled a 10.
This is insane. James says my alt Seara is 6k less HP, 600 less attack, 100 less defense, 23 less speed, and 30% crit rate less. So basically, you're saying that it's approximately a 246 slot max rune better than yours. 3 246s better than yours. That's a lot, bro. Because 6k less HP is about 60%, right? That's about at 1 slot 2. 600 less attack is about 60%. That's a little more than 6%, but compensates for the HP. That's like a slot 4. And the 100 less defense, 23 less speed, and 30 less crit rate. It's like literally another slot rune. So that's 3 runes more, bro. That's insane.
Jesus. To all the new players with Searas out there, though, like if they were to bring it into RT and make it useful, they should take down the attack and make it as tanky as possible. Tankier with
high
decent crit rate. Yeah, just cycle the turns and let it be a CC'er and mini damager. It's a luxury to be able to just blow things up with 1 bomb or 1.5 bombs.
You're never gonna find yourself in a situation where you're gonna be able to blow people up that often. If you are, then that'd be very interesting.
Yeah, I like mine because 1 bomb turn a nuke probably kills. So it's a lot of pressure to put on someone. But again, yeah, it needs a minimum survivability because this thing is usually first target to die.
Yeah, and you don't have will too. So how do you deal with that? What do you do to keep her safe? Because she's a prime target to be killed, dude. Like she's like always prime target to be killed.
Yeah, I mean it happens when I have Dani, Hathor, Oki, Amelia, Molong, Racuni to boost it if I want. Wusa, I got other options to play with this thing. So will's not necessarily.
Wusa, Amelia. And your Amelia's on Swift. Yeah, that actually keeps it safe with easy immunity right there.
Yeah, by the time the turn gets down to when Seara moves, like, it's usually, like, all the control and stuff has let the Seara move forward and do its thing.
Alright, that's a very nice Seara. Leo here, very standard. HP, crit damage, attack. Very standard Leo, right? I mean, obviously, high efficiency on the stats, right? This Leo actually does some damage. It's pretty tanky. The last thing I want to check, which I think you're going to be lacking here, is resistance. Yeah. A lot of people actually go 100% resistance Leos. It's pretty common.
I should. Yeah, I actually didn't give this much love. I need to give him more attention, but...
Leo's too fast. You're right. I don't think he was trying to get speed on it. This is just so happens to be the runes that came out with that speed. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I just don't have very many good leftover vamp runes from my Garo and other stuff, so... That was it. I mean, I don't use the Leo very much.
Triana, speed, HP. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of defensive subs. Oh my god, it has a lot of HP subs too. A lot of defensive subs. That's a lot. Solid speed. This is to move after. So you have your Amelia for first, and you have your Triana for after. I guess. So
this is actually tuned with the Vanessa, and it's meant to be a. So I pegged this to be 232 to 233 speed, and I think it should be that. Because the Vanessa is going to move in front. I need the Vanessa to move before Triana and Triana to move last, yet still be a 5-tick unit with the lead. So that I had a very thin window.
Now, does this move after your Perna? I'm assuming it does.
It should move before the Perna. The Perna is not tuned to be a 5-tick unit. The Perna is tuned to move after Vanessa at some capacity.
But you don't care about the immunity on the Perna after it moves.
Yeah, because Perna's already got immunity. Yeah, I guess I get what you're saying too. But if I have Triana and Vanessa, Perna's hard to kill anyways. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people think, hey, tuning things speed gotta be right next to each other, but the concept is just defense break comes out of Vanessa, and then as long as no other monster with immunity slots in between that, your Perna's gonna use. Yeah. And the Triana goes with Vanessa.
Nice. I mean, I think Triana, you ruined this up really nicely, but people out there, Triana's should be a very simple unit to ruin, Violent Will, 200 speed, for the average Joe, somewhere around there to move last is usually pretty simple. Right? Over here, he's got some attack in it, I guess, to do some more damage later. I've seen some people go crit damage Trianas as well. I don't like it as much, unless you got crazy efficiency to keep it alive, because it is a target that usually gets, nuked first. But it does oftentimes get nuked by Mulong, so that's also an argument why, potentially crit damage Triana can work, I would say. Only thing different here is maybe some more resistance. That's it, you know what I mean? That can be improved.
Yeah, it's a trade-off between... Because this is a pretty high efficiency one, like a 103 or 104.
Yeah, because you got a lot of stats.
So it's a trade-off between, hey, do I want to give up some attack for resist or some HP for resist? Do I have that combination? The speed, right? When you're ruining your Trianas, the speed is really important in terms of how it plays in your comp. I have very little wiggle room at 223 to 230.
I see. Yo, only Neverar, thank you for the brand new Prime, man. I appreciate the brand new Prime sub, and says, give me them coconuts. I got you, sir. Thank you for the new sub, bro. Alright, we're coming towards the end here. We got Thornix. Obviously, to move after Gani. Violent Will. It's gotta be Violent Will. There's no way. Violent Will.
Hathor's gotta be Violent Will.
Very nice accuracy. Do you have accuracy slot 6 again? Yes, you do.
Always.
You see that?
Yeah.
He runs a lot of accuracy slot 6s. I think that's gonna be very interesting for a lot of players to see. Do you re-app accuracy slot 6? You find value in it?
I did quite a few, man. To get my Okis and then my Hathors. Yeah, I actually started re-apping slot 6 accuracy before I got my Hathor in anticipation of when I got it.
I think I remember. Yeah. I think I remember that this is the unit that you wanted the most for a while. At last year's SWC finals, you asked me to summon for you. And we did some, and then some other people did for you as well. And I was able to get Hathor for Robbie, the German streamer, in one scroll. You were so salty.
I was just slightly, quite salty. I was like 3 feet away from me. A Hathor was pulled. Why couldn't it be 3 feet this way?
This is very nice.
Better late than never, right?
What's up, Device? Make a comparison video. Hard to do comparison, but I'd like to do more exposing videos. You want to do an exposing video on yours, Device? That'd be kind of cool as well. If you want, I think we did Set before from our guild. Now we're doing Makeitabud. We could do some other people's accounts as well moving forward. This is nice.
Turn this into a roasting video if you want.
Dude, this stuff is hard to roast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yeah,
you're getting to the nitty-picky, because for these specific accounts, you can't really roast them, because anything that potentially is not there, except for the exception of accuracy and resistance, is hard to say, because the speed tuning of every particular unit is going to be because it's speed tuned to another unit, right? That's why it's that speed, and that's why it has that much HP and defense, is because those specific runes need to be on it for that speed, which is most important.
You know it. That's you at a good account. Generally, they're going to be speed tuned.
Yeah.
And there's certain combinations of runes that work at that speed.
So even to the extent of saying, oh, you know, let's just pretend your Hathor didn't have a lot of accuracy. I'll be like, oh, dude, you have no accuracy in your Hathor. But you'll be like, I have to have it at this because there's no other way I can be speed tuned and tanky enough, you know? So
no, you roast the shit out of a no accuracy Hathor. That you roast the shit out. You can't build an Hathor with no accuracy.
Yeah, but I mean, to an extent, just example. But maybe Hathor wasn't the right one to use for the accuracy example, I guess.
Just say like less HP, right? Like say Hathor's got no HP, like the thing's gonna die. Well,
ooh,
it's okay to at certain speed.
No crit damage, Diana, but crit damage, Helena. Huh?
Yeah. So this is actually my third most, I guess technically by efficiency, third most runes unit.
So you're very proud of this unit.
I am okay.
You have no accuracy.
Yeah, I don't think Diana needs accuracy, sir.
Usually when you use them, you will find that Diana, you know, you will have an Oki or a Gani or something in there anyways where you'll take accuracy lead potentially, right? So
yeah, no,
it doesn't need it to a certain extent.
Yeah, he doesn't. I think Diana ends up taking it up the ass a lot figuratively in a match. So it needs to be really tanky. And it needs a lot of HP for the shield, make the shield better.
Destroy!
Yeah, you gotta put the best destroy set on something, right?
So you decide Diana is the one.
Yeah, and I think if it's on crit damage, it loses too much survivability. It gets cut too much, you may lose speed, right? So I don't want it to get cut. A lot of people, like when you get cut, you're probably gonna die, and at the same time it's very easy when you're a slow unit to get cut. If someone boosts your Diana up, you transform, every unit that's 220, 230 is gonna cut this thing. So I could make it a little faster instead of like 180 Dianas that I've seen. No crit damage because Diana is a stripper. I don't see it as a soloer. If I wanted a soloer, it'd be Seara.
Do you ever use Diana and Amelia together a lot? A lot of people like to do that. Because I'm thinking right now, man, no will Diana, man. Oof, man, I first pick a Gani, man. I can leave. You know, Diana's the first one to die, right? And I can render her pretty much useless for first couple of rotations for you. You kind of take care of her.
Yeah, but you gotta focus on the Diana to do.
I mean, I'm taking Gani first pick.
Yeah.
I'm taking Vanessa Perna if I see you have a Diana, man. Right?
Usually Diana's my answer to Amelia.
Okay, so we won't see it early enough that they'll be able to do that.
In conjunction, if I were to bring. Unless they bring a ton of immunity, I'm going Feng Yan with it. Yeah. It depends on what their comp has. But yeah, sometimes I will run Amelia Diana. That happens a lot against Sai because he uses a good Diana. And Amelia's key to him because he uses an Artemail.
So you take it away from him and because the units synergize well together.
Yeah, so I'll tend to take this. It becomes player dependent too with this pick.
You guys want to see Vanessa runes again? Sure. Yeah.
Guy's asking, where's the Diana's transmog? Well, you see, Diana's transmog cost $100 at the time, right, for the full package. And I just didn't feel like paying $100.
Don't be talking about the price of packs, all right? You are making a bud. You are making a bud. You don't talk about the price of packs, bro. You just buy it, bro.
College student, bro. I can't afford this transmog.
All right, Iris time, baby. What? Bro, this is fast, bro. All right. What is the speedy tuning for this? This obviously goes before something else.
There is actually not as much speed tuning. It just needs to go in front of the Gani. That's it.
Okay, that's what I assume. That's what I assume. That's the only thing that I usually see that you'd potentially use it for.
Yeah, I actually slowed it down from 280 and split the Revenge rune off to other units. I had some better runes for it, but it doesn't need to be 280. Like 275 is enough.
So you had it at 280 before. It can be 280.
I did. Yeah, but it needs.
What is this? Roasted. This is a 5-star speed rune. We got him. We got him, chat. We got him.
I got caught.
Oh, net loss, dude. 3 speed.
I got caught. Exposed.
This rune stats right here can be easily attainable in a 6-star form, even purple. You know that, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Gotta get on this, bro. You gotta get on this.
You know what? I'm farming Necro now, so the chance of getting it. Maybe I'll just throw a few reaps into a slot 2 speed one, just so I don't get roasted for this.
Revenge?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. It shouldn't take you too long to hit something that's usable. But you will need to make sure that it has that defense and defense HP accuracy on it.
Yeah. You gotta have tanky Iris. is a necessity, and I think Iris on a slow Iris like 240, 250 is not worth bringing in. The faster an Iris is, the more units it can control. So it has to go in front of your opposing Gani and Hassel.
You have a lot of HP and defense given your speed, as well as given that this is an attack type unit that people forget about that has trash HP and defensive stats. Like, you need some crazy efficiencies to make this thing like even remotely decent. Yeah, and I know you use her quite a bit.
I used to. Nowadays I use the Hathor more, and as you've seen in SWC, God, like I turned off the stream when this happened, but I somehow brain farted and time was running out and the Hathor went in as I had the Iris in the back. Those two don't mix, so if you take a Hathor early, you cannot take an Iris.
Yes, a lot of times people do take Hathor and Iris together and they forget about that.
It's pretty GG.
Yeah. Well, damn, very standard, right? HP defense. Yeah, so speed in there, 100% resist. Triple shield. Oh, no will. Okay, because you have high resist, so you don't need will. Triple shield. Only other build I see, but I mean, you have to have the spare runes for it. It's going to be despair, you know what I mean? Yeah, despair shield or something like that can be used, but honestly, Huadam's so simple of a unit to rune. It has one purpose, right?
Exactly. I don't use this except for a 20 star. 3 seasons ago, I was testing with Sai in case I had to fight one of the guys who may have used Oberon out there. This would be my cleave defense. This would be this unit.
Ah, I see. That's a lot of shield. Yeah, this should survive an Oberon hit. How much does Oberon hit with even with attack buff? 50, right?
40 to 50.
Yeah, it's hard to be over 50, and this is over 50 with shield and, you know, the towers and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the one purpose. I never use it in normal RTA, but
plus 189.
Yeah, dude, this bird is usable.
Crit rate Eludia, so it doesn't hit as hard, but still still packs a punch. This is a 189 with a 94 base speed. Oh my monka.
So this thing goes in front of the Molong because it gives defense break if they have debuffs on, and if they don't, you know, it just hits them. And then Molong, when they don't have will on, stuns at a very high rate. So this thing has to go in front of Molong, and it has to go in front of Gani because then you basically wipe them out if you let this off. I used to run this slower, and it doesn't work slower because you're at a really awkward spot.
How do you get these stats, man? Look at your HP and defense. It's still reasonable. Plus 413 is actually, it means you have defense percent in there.
Yeah, when I did my builds, this is the first unit that got prioritized runes over my Oki. Like my slot 1 Swift on this is the fastest Swift one I have.
Yeah, my 1 and 3s are really bad. That's why my Oki is like 186.
Yeah, 186 is fine for an Oki.
I want 190. It just looks nicer. It's so easily obtainable, dude. It's just a triple speed on 1 or 3, right? It's like a purple rune.
Right? No, it should. But you know, when you have a lot of customizability, you gotta. It's very tough to mix and match.
Yeah, you're right. Right here, Jean. I feel like this rune. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. This unit should be fairly simple to rune. True, false?
Yeah, true. The tough part is when you're on your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th Bio Revenge set. To get, I like it on high resistance. To get enough speed to kind of follow up with your Hathor appropriately is tough sometimes, and enough HP to survive.
I see.
Not easy. But if you want just a normal slow one, yeah, pretty easy. But I need this to be a little bit faster. I just don't have the runes for it.
This is a purple rune?
Yeah, I need the HP on it.
Oh no, this is a legend rune, but it's like a low defense roll or something, huh?
Yeah, I might re-up that. No, I think it's purple.
You think it's purple?
It's purple for sure. Otherwise, I would have thrown a few re-ups at it. But we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, you know?
Yeah, bottom of the barrel, boys and girls. These are bottom of the barrel runes, just to let you know. All right, last 2 units here: Icarus and Amduit. Amduit, Despair Will. Oh, Despair Focus.
No,
you don't like Will.
No, because I find that you cycle so many turns. When you bring an Amduit, it's a long match. I don't use him as my cleave defense. He's not my cleave defense. He's my long game against Gani Hathor type, Oki type. So he's
solid, very solid. You almost have 100 resist on him too, which is really nice in keeping him up to do his job.
Yeah, I think I prefer the high resist, although direct damage kills him a lot more. I use slot 6 resist on him because I can afford to put one of the best slot 6 resist I have on it.
This is
Not
nice.
many units use slot 6 resist.
Mr. Touch Oberon does 52.5. 52.5k with perfect setup, or just 52.5 with Bastet Oberon? And that's with Oberon lead or not Oberon lead, right? 52.5 is a lot. But I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if it's Mr. Touch, right? It's possible.
Yeah, his does a lot. It's very tough to fight an Oberon. I would like one when we summon in a couple of weeks.
Oh, you want one? Oh, why did you ask, dude? I mean, you can
know,
pair it up with Ganny. It goes really well. Yeah, I got you, dude. Got you.
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright, very nice. Last unit here, Icarus. Yeah. This, I'm assuming. Oh, it's on Despair. Okay, not Violent, not Shield or anything. Despair for potential AoE stuns. So you don't want the turn cycling on it. You don't care about that. You already naturally get turn cycling if you kill something with skill 3. But I feel like this unit, there's no, okay. When you use this unit, you're already setting up to kill your opponent. You're setting up to kill your opponent, and you're not ever really killing your opponent with Icarus. So skill 3's extra effect of an additional turn when a unit dies doesn't typically happen, or false. I guess your Molong goes first in this combo, right?
True, but I don't use Icarus much. I just kind of had extra runes to do it on. And one day, if I get brave enough in a match, I'll try it out. And I'll let you know, give you a more informed answer. But I think that's how it would work. I've had Icarus used against me before effectively, but it requires like a Gani, a Wusa, and Amelia, like just using this as a single nuke. But I think it's a really, really niche unit in a really, really specific setup.
You just say niche?
Yeah, it's a niche unit.
You mean niche?
Niche? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, it's pronounced niche.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm uneducated.
Niche or niche? I think it's niche. I think it's pronounced niche.
Hold on, let me Google this shit.
Google this, bro. Give me the Island Smarts in chat. Both? Oh, is it both? It could be both. It could be both. Is it both?
Ah, okay. Then I'm still right.
Niche. Niche. Aha! You learn something new every day, bro. You learn something new every day.
If you Google this, niche is the first one that pops up, then niche is the second.
Oh, really? Okay, it can be both then. But I mean, I know what you're talking about, so obviously.
Yeah. But this is also at the speed, so that if I bring a Seara lead, it's a 5-tick unit.
Ah, okay. And I'm assuming this is going to be more viable when you have that 4-star RTA where you thrive heavily in.
Maybe. I usually use little Amarna, Iris, Racunis, and stuff in the 4-star. Miang, maybe, and all
20-star, bro. I want to see you use this and snipe with Molong. That's pretty toxic.
I could try it.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Next time we have 20-star or 4-star,
yeah,
I will show you guys what rank 2.
Did you see Baron yesterday was doing he was playing around with Tableau. Did you see that?
He sent me a clip.
You saw that clip, right? Jamire, Icarus, Molong, Tableau. That was toxic, dude.
I would love to try that.
That looked like a lot of fun, and just like his face and his reaction, like you can if he has that kind of like reaction, that he's having a lot of fun, dude.
Nah, dude, I would, yeah. But his unit, I can't give the exact speeds of it out here, but I can't make that type of investment that he's made.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that's just for fun. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's investing it for fun as well.
But they're good. I looked at that team like, shit. If I saw that, I can't even get upset. It's such a well thought out team.
Yeah. All right, man. MakeitaBud. Thanks for letting us expose your runes now. If you guys would like to see this is going to be posted up on the YouTube channel in the future, so you guys can see all his runes. I guess MakeitaBud, say goodbye to G3 because no longer will you ever be G3 again, since everybody knows your runes, sir.
Just gotta change the picture and the name. We good.
Nah, at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, knowing the stats, the speed and stuff is a really big role, but picking and banning, it can definitely give you an advantage. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, unless if somebody's really crazy and they want to leave your stats out and pull it up every time they're battling you, it's hard to make those split decisions. You know what I mean? In a short span of time.
Well, the good players remember what the other players' general speeds are too.
Yeah, and they already know what you're going to use up there, man. So if you're losing, usually you're going to be already losing because of a pick and ban, a proc, a stun, or something like that.
Usually it's procs when I lose. Just saying.
Yeah, I've seen it. We've seen it on your streams, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Followed by language.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much for joining me, and yeah, we'll post this up on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting us expose your account. We'll definitely link up together again soon, and we'll make that speed tick video so we can give you guys more knowledge and insight on that.
Will do, man.
All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, guys. If you guys want, feel free to say bye-bye to YouTube. But if you're watching from the YouTube channel, definitely let us leave us a comment below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I gotta tell you this, but when you hit that subscribe, you're supposed to hit the bell or something. I've been hearing everybody say that. You have to hit the bell for the alerts too. I don't know why you have to do it twice, but just to let you know. Hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment below, and let me know, out of all the units you saw in Makeitabud's account, what was the craziest one in your opinion? What one did you admire the most? Yeah, and for this particular video, we haven't done it for a Summoners War video in a while, but we'll go ahead and give away a $10 iTunes or Google Play to a random comment. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing your guys' comments below. But bye-bye, YouTube.